Om Namo Narayanaya, welcome back. We are on chapter 19 today, starting with verse 26. Maharaja Prthu, who was celebrated as very powerful, immediately took up his bow and arrows and prepared to kill Lord Indra, the king of heaven, himself, because Indra had introduced such irregular sannyasa orders. When the priests and all the others saw Maharaja very angry and prepared to kill Indra, they requested him, "O great soul, do not kill him, for only sacrificial animals can be killed in a sacrifice. Such are the directions given by Shastra. Dear king, Lord Indra's powers are already reduced due to his attempt to impede the execution of your sacrifice. We shall call him by Vedic mantras, which were never before used, and certainly he will come. Thus, by the power of our mantras, we shall cast him into the fire because he is your enemy." After giving the king this advice, the priests who had been engaged in performing the sacrifice called for Indra in a mood of great anger. When they were just ready to put the oblation in the fire, Lord Brahma appeared on the scene and forbade them to start the sacrifice. Lord Brahma addressed them as such. "My dear sacrificial performers, you cannot kill Indra, the king of heaven. It is not your duty. You should know that Indra is as good as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Indeed, he is one of the most powerful assistants of Lord Vishnu. You are trying to satisfy all the demigods by the performance of this yajna, but you should know that all these demigods are but parts and parcels of Indra. How then can you kill him in this great sacrifice? In order to make trouble and impede the performance of King Prthu's great sacrifice, King Indra has adopted some means that in the future will destroy the clear path of religious life. I draw your attention to this fact. If you oppose him any further, he will further misuse his power and introduce many other irreligious systems. Let there be only 99 sacrificial performances for Maharaja Prthu." Lord Brahma thus concluded. Lord Brahma then turned towards Maharaja Prthu and informed him that since he was thoroughly aware of the path of liberation, what was the use in performing more sacrifices? He spoke as follows. "Let there be good fortune to both of you, for you and King Indra are both part and parcel of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Therefore you should not be angry with him who is non-different from you. My dear king, do not be agitated and anxious because your sacrifices have not been properly executed as planned. Kindly take my words with great respect. We should always remember that if something happens by providential arrangement, we should not be very sorry. The more we try to rectify such reversals, the more we enter into the darkest region of materialistic thought. Stop the performance of these sacrifices, for they have induced Indra to introduce so many irreligious aspects. You should know very well that even amongst the demigods there are many unwanted desires. Just see how Indra, the king of heaven, was creating a disturbance in the midst of the sacrifice by stealing the sacrificial horse. These attractive sinful activities he has introduced will be carried out by the people in general. O King Prthu, son of Vena, you are the part and parcel expansion of Lord Vishnu. Due to the mischievous activities of King Vena, religious principles were almost lost. At that opportune moment, you descended as the incarnation of Lord Vishnu. Indeed, for the protection of religious principles, you have appeared from the body of King Vena. O protector of the people in general, please consider the purpose of your being incarnated by Lord Vishnu. The irreligious principles created by Indra are but mothers of so many unwanted religions. Please therefore stop these imitations immediately." When King Prthu was thus advised by the Supreme Teacher, Lord Brahma, he abandoned his eagerness to perform yajnas and with great affection concluded a peace with King Indra. After this, Prthu took his bath, which is customarily taken after the performance of a yajna, and received the benedictions and due blessings of the demigods, who were very pleased by his glorious activities. With great respect, King Prthu offered all kinds of rewards to the brahmanas present at the sacrifice. Since all these brahmanas were very much satisfied, they gave their heartfelt blessings to the king. All the great sages and brahmanas said, "O mighty king, by your invitation all classes of living entities have attained this assembly. They have come from Pitraloka and heavenly planets, and great sages as well as common men have attended this meeting. Now all of them are very much satisfied by your dealings and your charity towards them." That ends chapter 19. So I was reading this and thinking about what he said, Lord Brahma said to the king, about how he wants to kill King Indra, but all the demigods are part and parcel of Indra, so you can't do that. And also that the king is part and parcel of Lord Indra. All are one, all are part of the same thing. That was very interesting. A thought that came to my mind is people who get upset at God, or are demanding things from God, or frustrated with God, or wanting to punish God. You know what I mean. We see this all the time, like, why have you hurt me, and I hate you, and I'm going to become an atheist now, and how dare you do this, and God's all screwy. But the thing is if we're all connected, then that is not really the proper way of looking at this. We need to see the bigger picture. And one might say that those folks are, just like this, creating a backlash. Like, I'm upset at God today, and tomorrow I become an atheist, so then I separate myself from God, which just makes things worse. I just wonder if these people who hate God and condemn God, if they suddenly thought, well, I am part and parcel of God, how that might change their view, and what actions would then change. I don't know. It's a rhetorical question because we're not talking about anyone specific here. But that's really what I think this chapter is kind of telling us. That maybe. I don't know. Comment down below. You let me know what you think. And we will pick up with chapter 20 in the next video. So, yeah, so many questions. These stories bring up questions, and that's a good thing. So, until next time, and we have more questions. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare.